1987 Topps Rack Pack box. We're going to pull two packs out of this box, so this will be video 1 of 2, pack 1 of 2. I've had this box for quite a long time. I got it when I lived in Syracuse, New York, so probably early 2000s, from a baseball card store that was at what was then called the Carousel Center Mall, or Carousel Mall. I believe now it's called Destiny USA. Looks like we've got just 2 more rack packs, so we're going to do these last 2. So here's the second to last rack pack in the box. But don't worry, we've got a whole nother full 87 Topps rack pack box waiting in the wings. Like 86, and it reminds me to check out the videos we just did, the 2 videos of 1986 Topps, where we did 2 rack packs. They were 48 card rack packs. Looks like Topps continued with 48 cards in a rack pack for 87, plus 1 special glossy all-star. Looks like we've got Dick Howser, the manager of the all-star team. We've got some leaders cards, and in 87, unlike 86, the backs don't say who the players are, but I've actually done some research, and so we'll find out who the players are in the front of the cards. Looks like the back, we don't have anybody too spectacular. What are we looking for real quick for 87 Topps? Got a lot of rookies. Big ones are going to be the Barry Bonds, $15. The Bo Jackson, $15. I believe I've pulled them already from this box. We've got Will Clark coming in at $1. Barry Larkin, who made the Hall of Fame in 2012, $2.50. Rafael Palmeiro, $1.50. And then we've got some that are less than $1. Here's the 100 cards for 1987 Topps. Wouldn't mind getting any one of those. In the rack packs, we get the glossy all-stars, and doesn't look like ours is on the list, but here's some big ones. The Cal Ripken Jr. is a big one, comes in at $2, and then we've got a couple of dollar glossy all-stars. Those are glossy rookies, which we'll do later with the Super Jumbo packs. Here's the error cards where corrected cards were made, and surprisingly, of all the 87 Topps cards that I've pulled, I have not come across any of the error cards. I have all of the corrected versions, but not any of the errors. So I'm going to have to, I've actually got 2 sets 1 and 2 that are complete for 87 Topps. The only thing they're missing are these 5 cards in their error card version. So I may have to go to eBay to kind of speed up that process. And finally, the top 5 cards for 87 Topps, according to a baseball website. I forget which one it is, but the top one is Bo Jackson's rookie card, obviously. Barry Bonds comes in at 2nd. Barry Larkins comes in at 3rd. Jim Leyland, his manager card, I believe for the Pirates, comes in at 4th, worth $2. And then Roberto Clemente's Turn Back the Clock rounds out the top 5 at $0.25. All right, let's get into these cards. So unlike 86, got a ton of rookies. For 1987, and apparently, I guess this is the first time I've ever opened up a rack pack. I should have gotten the scissors. All right, we start with our 1986 All-Star Team glossy card of manager for the American League team, Dick Howser. Very nice on that. It's going to be a single asterisk variation. Dick Howser, glossy all-star. We've got Joe Niekro. Card's looking a bit glossy, and I believe we start out with one of our error cards. If I'm not mistaken, yes. Let's see, error, copyright inside border on back, corrected. Copyright outside border on back. Looks looks like the copyright is going to be on the outside border. So we've got another corrected card, although both are only worth a nickel. But sure would have liked to have gotten the error version. Oh well. Got Willie Upshaw, Mark Sullivan, Neil Allen, Jose Uribe, John Denny, Mark Clear, Rick Burleson, Tony Pena, Bob Forsch, Pat Clements, Greg Walker, Charlie Lebrant, Dave Steeb, nice, Darryl Strawberry. We pulled him in one of the 86 rack packs. We'll take that, card number 460. Jim Clancy, the Chicago Cubs leaders. And in this case, I mean, it's pretty obvious who they are. But we're going to have Ron Cey and Steve Trout. That's going to be a 5-cent card. We've got Bob Gritch, Wade Roden, Mike Woodard, Enos Cabell. Nice long career for Enos. Floyd Rayford, Bill Schroeder, Mike Kingery, Scott Sanderson, Kurt Wilkerson, Chuck Finley, Mark Thurmond, manager of the Philadelphia Phillies, John Felsky. Oh, we pulled his 86 Topps card as well. Alejandro Pena, Bip Roberts, Terry Mulholland, Dave Palmer, the Toronto Blue Jays leaders. And in this case, it is George Bell and Jesse Barfield are the two. That must be George, and there's Jesse. There's Andre Thornton. Nice. 86 record breaker card of Roger Clemens. Card number 1. We'll take that for sure. Manager of the Seattle Mariners, Dick Williams. There's Jeff Russell, Mike Heath, Mark Eichhorn, Ken Landrew. Oh, nice. Look at that. Future Stars card of Bo Jackson. That's going to be his rookie card. And that's going to be a $15 card. $15, card number 170. Sweet. Pulled the Bo Jackson rookie. That's top notch right there. And it's a beautiful card. And look at them corners. Oh yeah. Got Steve Lake, Montreal Expos leaders. And for the Expos on the front, we're going to have Mike Fitzgerald, who's the catcher, and Buck Rogers, who is the coach. Not sure who the umpire is. Mike Fitzgerald and Buck Rogers. Our manager, coach and catcher and manager. Got Tony Walker. Oh, nice. American League All-Star card of Don Mattingly. This is another error card, although I'm pretty sure this is going to be the corrected version. No trademark by logo on front is the error. Looks like we've got the corrected version. There's the trademark. So it's going to be worth 30 cents. So once again, we got the error, or I'm sorry, the corrected card when we're looking for the error. There's American League All-Star card of Kirby Puckett. Rest in peace to Kirby. Very nice. George Frazier, Keith Atherton, the Philadelphia Phillies leaders. And these players are going to be Glenn Wilson, Juan Samuel and Vaughn Hayes. So there's Glenn, Juan, and Vaughn. And then finally, Terry Poole. All right, not bad. I know that took us an extra minute or two. We did some talking, but, I like to sit back and relax and go through these cards. What do we get? Got American League All-Star of the late, great Kirby Puckett. That's awesome. Rest in peace to Kirby. Unfortunately passed away. Got Darryl Strawberry, his base card. That's cool. We'll take it. Over here, we've got American League All-Star corrected card of Don Mattingly. Very nice. Picked up 86 record breaker card number 1 of Roger Clemens. And actually, that should be on my list for 100 cards. It is. So that's going to be worth $1. So this card's $1. Front and center, we picked up that sweet rookie card, Future Stars of Bo Jackson, worth $15. And then our glossy 86 All-Star team card goes to the American League manager, Dick Hauser. All right, folks, there you have it. Video 1 of 2, pack 1 of 2, 1987 Topps. 48 card rack pack from the box. Thanks for watching, y'all. Stay safe and stay tuned for video 2 of 2.